It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, and we're good. And boom. What's up? Welcome back, goddammit, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guideline of Chasing the Dream. I'm your host, Maniacal, Menace. Kyle Smith said the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, man, I got him. I like to, he exudes father figure, fitness, and faith to me. You know, man, this man is a poet that has, he crosses barriers for me, you know, and it's good to see him, and I'm glad that I got him, you know. So put y'all hands together for Fred B.
Appreciate that, man.
I got claps.
I love it.
Throw it in there. Oh man.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh sir, how has it been, man?
Man, it's been great. It's been great. My man just texted me. He was like, we ain't talked in a minute. He was like, how's everything going? I was like, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
But it's been all good things.
Yeah.
Lots of caffeine. You know what I'm saying? But it's been worthwhile, man.
I definitely hear that. Like,
Yeah.
you another F I want to throw in there. Fashion. You're a very fashionable, fancy, you know, a fit type of fellow.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
think I'm pretty basic, man. I mean,
What?
for the most part, most times you've seen me, it's a fitted hat,
Yeah.
a polo shirt, and it has nothing to do with the brand as much as like I think the quality
Polo
of the shirt.
shirts. Yeah. I feel
and it's
that.
a little nostalgia. Like it throws back to like my high school days. That was, you know what I'm saying?
I remember polos.
Yeah,
I remember polos.
So my inner child like loves this.
Don't
like,
get the two horses on there. Polo associate. Be like, hold on, you gonna get talked about.
Because you know they hit you with the gear check. Like, hold on, homie, this ain't it.
Be like,
you know?
yeah, what that is?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I remember I went to school with some buffalo boots one day. Be like, man, nigga, hold on, what is that? What are you wearing?
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God. Now,
my
this is
mama got
Louisiana?
me these. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to be. Back then,
Come on.
especially back then, you had to be real careful and wary of what you was wearing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I didn't understand it, but if things
politics of it
were
all.
name brand, you were going to get it.
You were
And
gonna
I was
get
like,
it.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
didn't make sense to me. And I was like, my attire is more expensive than your shit, but because it's not name
Come on,
brand,
man.
like I don't fit in with society.
Right,
It's
right.
all.
Yeah,
my
man.
goodness. Like, yeah, to bring it up to the polo shirts, like I remember the first time actually getting a polo, and I was like, oh, this bang.
So
Right back at it. All right, and so yeah, and so I'm like being able to see the different quality of shirts and
Yeah.
whatnot. It's like
Yeah.
okay, and I get it, but also it's like growing up in school, you know, that was. My parents bought my clothes, and I was
Come on,
like,
man.
"This
That's
is
what I'm saying.
This is what I can afford. Why is it such
Bruh.
a politicking
You
when I
feel me?
come here with some Dockers
You
compared
feel me?
to your Dickies with the cell phone pocket? Because everybody wearing the Dickies with the cell phone
and
pocket.
Dockers low key cost more than the
Cost
Dickies.
more.
At least back
They
then. I
cost
don't know
more.
what they're doing now, but
Yeah.
man. So now, fast forward, having kids of my own,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's a big deal. You know, they want to be accepted, and they're pretty impressionable at this, more impressionable than I want them to be. But I get it. It's just things running their course. And I'm like, yo, don't let them kids stun on you. Like, this is their kid, their parents' money. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, what y'all wear is a reflection of my budget. So they can throw the judgment at me, and I can take it, you know? So, but, yeah, man, I could also be very comfortable in just a T-shirt and a fitted hat, bro. And
Yeah, but it's a specific attire though. It's always clean. It's never like you never come around. You know, it does. Even if you
appreciate that,
have
man.
a bummy look, it is like, oh no, it's comfortable.
My man,
Yeah,
I appreciate the love,
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
My man comes out, you know, visit every night. My man Charles Jones and his wife Yvonne, you know, they come out and they notice the difference. I'm from Cali,
Yeah.
so maybe some of that's from Cali.
Okay.
Because like, yo,
Makes
in
sense.
Houston, y'all are put together.
Yeah.
This is his words, not mine. But there's a distinction, a certain, his words, like polished, pristine aesthetic. You
Yeah.
know, I've been out here long enough now. I don't pick up on it, you know, just like I probably wouldn't pick up on the accent, but other people would be like, oh, no, you
Yeah.
definitely got an accent. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, once I moved out here from coming from New Orleans, being out here, or just going other places, being a New Orleanian and knowing how we dress, we coordinate.
Yeah.
And going other places where people, going other places where people don't really coordinate. It's like, what y'all not care? Like,
but is there any place where black people don't coordinate?
I don't see too many. It's always some place where it's just like, I mean, it was Georgia, the area that I was in, to where people would come out with grass cutters and fucking regular dingy t-shirts and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull bitches," and it's like, all right, first off, don't be rude. Secondly, your gear is terrible, my guy. Like,
hey, but maybe they got a track record where it was working for them.
Yeah,
You know?
because they from around and it's a small town.
Yeah,
and it's a small town. But when somebody new come around, you know, back then I had baby bangs, and you know everything was kind of like revolved around that dance era,
man.
the B2K side of things. So I was there, long ponytail, baby bangs. Then I had color contacts and shit. And
color contacts?
Yeah, it was too much.
Oh,
it was way too much.
Wait, I'm an '80s baby. What
Okay,
when were you
85.
born? Okay.
Yeah.
Color content.
Yeah.
But that was an era. It did have a run.
Yeah, it did. And I realized I was like, this is too much.
But what color was it?
Well, first off, they had it was a hazel. I had a hazel going on, and then my first pair was like a royal blue.
Ooh.
And so I'm like, it was too much. It was. I was like, why? I didn't. People were like, "That's your eyes." I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
But I need them to see. They're prescribed.
So, all right, I didn't go that far, but everybody experimenting. You coming into yourself. I remember back in the day, I had the low cut fade with the waves and everything, and I saw somebody. I was like, I want that color hair, and I tried it.
Yeah.
And my grandma at the time, rest in peace, she hadn't seen me in a couple of years, living in another state. She came for the summer, and she just so happened to time it to where she came out when I had just dyed it.
Oh.
And it went awry, though. Like, I left it in too long. So the color I was going for, it was something subtle. It was going to be just like a dark brown. It wasn't going to be too much. That joint was honey blonde. She was like, baby, don't do that no more, man.
Honey blonde short dude. Yeah. Nah, I get that. Because I dyed my hair a honey blonde the first time, which was like, it's going to brighten your face up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's going to really bring attraction to your face. And I did that with the color contacts. People was like, nigga, you doing too much. Behold. Yeah. It's like, there's Adonis here? What are you doing? And it was like, you're a small man. Cut it out. And I was like, I get it.
But did you keep it going? Did you reapply and for a minute?
For a minute, and then I changed up to having blue. Okay. And then I was like, I'm going to go with the color that I like so I could be different. Yeah. I stopped with the color contacts. Yeah. The baby bang stayed for a little bit. Yeah. A little bit. I had to keep those during the college era just because they was popping at the time. Yeah. And then, but I would. It went from a honey blonde to a rustic, then to a blue. A rustic red to like a copper red, then to a blue. Yeah. And then I realized that if I ain't keep that up, that blue gonna turn to green. And people was like, Joker, right? And I was like, God damn it, no.
But were you doing comedy back then?
Not during college. During college. Comedy came after a long stint of, because my life, I wasn't told that I was going to be a comedian. I was just funny. Yeah. And so, like, I was instilled because the generation of us growing up, you got to go to college and then you got to get a wife, a house, and kids. Come on. The American dream type shit. All that. I'm like, but what about the dreams that I have, though? Yeah. And
don't make me a cookie cutter.
Yeah, I don't want to follow this right here, but it was so ingrained in me that's what I pursued, and I was like, this ain't fun, and I don't like this. Like, where am I gonna go from there?
Man, don't get me on my soapbox about that, bro. Get on the
soapbox,
because me and my wife both got master's degrees. Okay, and I still am not a strong advocate for like you got to go to college. Yeah. Now my kids right now, the conversations are when you go to college and all that stuff, but that's because of the type of professions that they're interested in. Yeah. But I don't believe that everybody got to go to college, man. I believe that was a trap, man.
So much a trap.
And for many of us, it was the only narrative put in front of us. Like we didn't have anything to contrast that with. Right. And we're young. Our brains ain't even fully developed. No. And this is the decision we make, and they giving us this big ass loan.
Right. You give all this money. As soon as they gave me that money, I was like, bruh, I have this money and a vehicle and freedom? Right. What? The floaties are off?
Yeah, man.
I went to Georgia immediately.
Bro, my son still, like, me and my wife have made conversations about student loan repayments and stuff like that, and he's like,
Yeah.
y'all still paying on that?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Let this be a cautionary tale,
Right.
bro. You know.
They trapped us. They got us.
Yeah. Now, that's not to disparage the college experience.
No.
Like, it has benefited me, and I think a lot of times for Black people,
It is.
unfortunately, you know how the axiom goes is that you got to work twice as hard to get half the pay. So, like, it has gotten me into rooms that maybe otherwise I wouldn't have got access to. But I think the real value is how it expands your thought process, teaches you to
Right.
think critically, especially at the graduate level,
Yes.
and then the relationships that
Yeah.
you develop like that.
Yes, that's exactly that's what made me. That's what transitioned me from being a child to be like, oh, this
Yeah.
is adulthood.
Yeah.
like I'm out here for real, for real.
real,
Like
for real.
I've like that changed the trajectory of me doing stupid shit.
So I don't want to jump too far,
Uh-huh.
and this don't need to monopolize the whole conversation
Yeah.
either, though. But just a little teaser. College, the grad school college was so transformational for me. It literally changed my trajectory. Like I
Yes.
was on the path. I had one vocational pursuit, and then college changed my thinking so much. I was like, I'm really unfit for this because I can't unsee certain things.
Yes.
I need to figure something else out.
Yeah.
You know, so that'll probably come up in the conversation. But
Yeah, it was college opened my eyes to being like, oh, and if I get hurt, like, oh, I got to deal with this.
yeah.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
can't just run to daddy and be like, oh, look, I got a bobo. Like,
Yeah,
nah, that
bro.
ain't happening no
Yeah.
more. Like, you
Yeah.
got to go ahead and take care of this on your own.
Yeah.
That's when bills really came into effect. And
Yeah,
I was like,
bro.
oh, these don't stop coming.
Yeah. See, my kids think it's magic right now. Like, oh, I'm hungry and groceries are here and
Yeah.
food is cooked and everything
Yeah.
and the dishes disappear. Yeah. I'm waiting,
Nice.
bro. You know,
Right.
like I ain't of that cloth where as soon as you're 18, you got to get out the door.
Yeah.
We're going to help you launch and there's going to be a safety net. But I tell them all the time, I can't wait to go to your house, leave all the lights on.
Yes.
Run all the water. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Oh, me and your mom, we're going to have a ball.
A little bit of
So-
payback.
yeah,
a little bit of payback. Just because you
payback.
understand now what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
And what you got to deal with and what you had to go through.
Yeah.
Because, like, it hit me hard because I was one of those people that got kicked out at 18. And my dad was
Kicked
like,
out or just like, hey,
yeah,
this
he was like, no, you going to go live with your auntie now because
Okay.
I don't want to deal with you no more.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, cool. And then Katrina happened.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then you really had to become an adult after that. Like, now there is
Yeah.
no going back to daddy. Like,
Yeah.
now you are here down by yourself now.
Yeah.
Like, I was.
Wait, what happened with your dad and Katrina? Did he pass?
No.
Oh.
They came out here.
Oh.
Yeah, they moved.
Everybody had to.
And they never left. They came here and never left. And I was
Okay.
still down in New Orleans after Katrina happened.
I see, okay.
And that's when electrical came because there was like, I was out there living in a trailer by myself.
Yeah.
Just trying to survive. I'm like, oh man, if I run out of propane,
Yeah.
nigga, they ain't got no heat in here.
Right,
Like, and I'm like, oh.
So you learned out of necessity for your survival, or it was such a demand? You was like, it's lucrative.
Oh no, this was surviving at this
Word.
time. They ain't have much of shit open.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have much of a job at the
Yeah.
time before electrical came.
But that's a hell of a trade, right?
Yeah.
That's-
Oh,
I mean, you're
yeah.
gonna always be able to eat.
Yeah, definitely. Now, like electrical was able to have me go out and live in California for a year.
That's what's
on
up.
my own.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and I was able to sustain with just having one job.
Yeah.
And I realized that more people out there had multiple jobs, and I'm like, how y'all living?
So this is crazy. So we moved to Texas in 2014, 2015.
yeah.
Initially, believe it or not, we just got to Houston like 2021, 2020. Like when COVID hit.
Okay.
We took advantage of what the market was doing, a little dance, and we
Yeah.
sold our house in McKinney, Texas,
Okay.
right next to Frisco. And you know, with all this stuff in the news right now, I'm like, yeah, that was the move. Because
For real.
a big catalyst to coming to Houston was like, yo, ain't no diversity here. Like, we love the real estate, the amenities, A1 school, all that. But I was like,
Yeah.
what a black, like, I didn't need Wakanda.
Yeah.
But I would go volunteer at my kid's school, and the demographic was 6% black, but you couldn't even feel the 6% impact in one class because everybody's dispersed. And so imagine I'm going volunteering at the school to read or whatever to the kids, and I'm like, dang, it's just my kids and maybe one other black person in class, and I'm like, the psychological impact, even though no one's doing anything overt to them.
Yeah.
I know these teachers got unconscious bias, we all do.
Right.
This political climate, I can't with good conscience keep submersing them in this sea of whiteness,
Yes.
affecting their identity.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna bear fruit later.
It's so scary because
Yeah.
you see what the hell is
Bruh.
going on now, and I be trying to get it out of my algorithm, but it's so compelling, and I'm like,
Yeah, bro.
it's compelling in a dangerous way because I don't want to continue seeing it, but also I do want to be aware.
You want to be aware, but you know what? Do I need to be any more? Like,
Yeah, I know because we know it's happening.
ain't nothing sweet right now.
Ain't nothing.
You need
nothing
to keep your
sweet.
head on swivel.
Right,
Like, so
always.
It don't matter what the headline is, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel you because I catch myself doom scrolling and like, yo, and you know,
Death to the doom scroll. Jesus.
but they are so they were so genius in how they rigged everything and poured billions into the invest in how to capture our attention.
Yes.
You raging against the machine, like
yes.
you know?
Yeah.
Man.
And I feel as this is what our passion as poets is just to break away from the mold of things, just so people can see the truth behind some shit, and be like, oh no, this is a word. These are words of purity, like instead of because a poet can go ahead and change the mood and the vibe of the whole society of what's going on. Like
Really, bro.
what I've seen this community do and how I've seen it's changed people as they came through. Like I think poetry is the savior for what needs to be out there. Like, and it's building and we're in a boom for it right now.
Yeah.
Like, cause in my mainstay was comedy. I came out here, I came with the state of like, yes, I'm funny, I'm gonna be a comic.
Right.
I was told that, boom, comedy is my thing.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't dawned on me in the beginning, but somebody was like, you ever thought about doing comedy? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
But now that you say that, sure.
Yeah.
And so now that I came out doing comedy and I see what comedy's doing, I'm like, this ain't truthful. Y'all out here just trying to get the gag, just be like, oh, shock value.
Yeah.
Black people.
Yeah.
Ooh, that gives me, that garners the looks on me, but it's like, no. And so what I'm doing now with molding the comedy and the poetry together,
Which I haven't. Are you the only one doing that?
there's more people that do it. There's others, not many
Yeah.
to the caliber of what I consider being comedy poetry.
Yeah.
But there's other people that do it, and every time, like whenever whatever this is pops off for whatever, like nigga, just be prepared because everybody coming with me. Yeah. Like there's so much talent, and I think the reason why I do this is just so that when things are ready and we do have a Netflix show, like there's an abundance of people that's gonna ride for this.
Yeah.
And so like that, just to be able to see people's their path on where they've taken and where they gone.
Yeah.
Like Anno is the perfect example of this.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning when I first talked to Anno,
Anno's been on a hell of a run, bro.
and he is a full-time poet.
Is
Full-time.
is that his thing?
That's what he'll tell you, and that's all he does, and he has done it. Like
Yeah.
that is, I'm like, and for me to get there, because I'm so comfortable with this machine behind my back of electrical that I'm scared to drop this and just put everything into this one thing.
Yeah.
Like I know I can't do that just yet because I don't have enough writing on me to be like, yeah, this is good, because I still got a son,
That's the thing, bro.
an ex-wife and all that still need to be you have to be funded for. But it's just like, this dream.
That's important context though, because I know kind of tying into social media, it fosters this comparison, and then you could be hard on yourself, judging yourself by somebody else's metrics. Like, damn, I'm not as far. Yeah, but your context is not the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so just to kind of give you grace, and also to give you your flowers while we on camera, bro.
Appreciate that.
You're one of one.
Hey.
Yo, that was so when you talk about poets and comedians, like, to paraphrase, are healers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, because laughter is medicinal anyway.
Yeah.
And yours isn't contrived; it's so effortless. And I was just on my edge of my seat, captivated, because you're also you're hilarious. You get busy with the bars, but the way you are comfortable in your own skin is a ministry in itself, man. The way you embody that freedom, and like, this is how I am. Y'all can like it or love it. Y'all can take it or leave it.
Yes. Yeah, thank
I love
you.
it. And you're a hell of a storyteller, man. Like
Yeah.
you built that thing up, man. I'm like,
that was
you
what
know
I was
I'm saying?
looking to do. That
Yeah.
was the whole purpose of that, and I need to get that the recording of that and everything.
Yeah.
But like that because that's not the first time that I've done something like that.
Okay.
My first special, which I learned a lot from, was the Inquisitor's Observations Comedy Poetry.
Yeah.
And so I'm very inquisitive. I know,
Yeah.
and then that was my first time back in New Orleans when I mixed all of it together.
Okay.
To where I'm like, oh, I have something that's different. And so I was
Yeah.
able to put on a show and pay all the people that I had work out for me. But the show was way too long. And I was like,
How long
okay,
was it?
2 hours. Like over 2
Wasn't
hours
the-
because I had
isn't the
people and
one-on-one?
everything. It wasn't. It was kind of like that, but what I've done with the one-on-one is I comprised everything into a smaller package.
Because like, are you comparing your first run was your part was 2 hours, whereas this one the whole thing was 2 hours? Is that what you're saying?
No, the whole thing was 2 hours. My part was like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was just way too much because it's only in my head. I understand crowd and emotions and feelings. I can feel the vibe and energy of how a crowd. I know eventually if things get too long, you'll start to lose a crowd.
Yeah.
Especially if it's an older
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah.
So like I understood that this is way too long. There's a sweet spot that needs to be.
Yeah.
And for the one-on-one, that was the perfect little amalgamation of everything from
Yeah.
that I learned. And I'm like, I need to tell a story in the way that I do as a comic, but also I need to bring this together as if this is also just poetry.
Yeah.
And so bringing both of those together and then having, like, understanding the story that I was going to give.
Yeah.
And understanding that I wanted to explain why I am who I am and
Yeah.
what I'm doing and why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
That was all the pieces that I had for that. That was like the perfect set.
Yeah, I think you achieved that, man. I left. It left an impression on me. One, I was like, oh, I'm so happy I came because I'm getting to know more about him. Like, you know, we orbit the same spaces and we see
Yeah.
each other and pass this
Yeah.
mutual respect. But it's like, oh, I didn't know that was his high school story. Or like you were talking about, like how you always kind of saw things different.
Yeah.
And some of the things you had to endure because of that, and you had to just kind of find your own way and create your own lane. I was like, oh, and I had so much respect for that. Like, so I already respected your pen, but I was like, yo, just as a person,
Yeah.
anybody like really just living their own truth, because you have to fight to find your voice. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And so people that have had to fight to find their voice aren't the type of people that will cower or just fold and give it away because it costs me too much.
Yes. Yeah.
And I can rock with those people because I know they're not going to be like fair weather. And I was like, yeah, man, mad
Yeah.
respect, you know.
I get that. I get that. That style from one of my favorite comics is Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Another one of my favorite
course.
comics is Ali Sadiq.
Yeah.
And these two are very impeccable storytellers.
Yeah,
Like
Sadiq, man.
Yes.
You know, he on a hell of a run right now too, man. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to get him on here.
Everywhere you turn around, he got a special. I mean, he's
Yeah.
prolific, man. He
And I
pumping things
understand
out.
he is on vacation right now, and I'm
Okay.
missing opportunities to talk to this nigga. And I am
Yes.
trying. I
Yeah.
haven't tried hard enough, but
Yeah.
like I'm speaking into existence.
'Cause
I'm
you
gonna
know-
have
you
him on
know
this
somebody.
podcast. Yeah,
You know, that would probably
I know
be
a
willing
few
to make-
people, which
yeah.
is crazy. Like going to living in California, I've met people out there that and then coming down here, I've met more people, and I'm like, nah, we're right here.
Yeah.
We're right here, but
Yeah.
we're also right here. And it's like,
Yeah.
all right, I
Yeah.
just got to start,
It's
putting
gonna
it
happen.
out there.
It's gonna happen because you know. I can write home now and say, Mama, I made it. I have been wanting to come on this show. You know what I'm saying? And I just said, well, you know,
Yo.
just get your reps in, get your bars up, Fred. Eventually, somebody gonna know your name, man. You know.
Yo, everybody,
so-
it's so crazy when people come on here and say that. Like, I've been waiting to come on here
been
for
waiting, man.
I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the influx of people that tell me that, it's just like, oh, I
Yeah.
have an abundance of people that I can come out and reach out to now that
Yeah.
I don't have to be like, who I'm gonna be able to get on. Because
Yeah.
in the beginning, it made me nervous. I was like,
Word.
who gonna want to sit down and talk to me about whatever? You know, people like, yeah, I always think about it because people come with the notion like, man, what is this? But now they come with the notion like, oh, I can't wait to be on this. I don't know what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
But oh man, this is exciting.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
twofold. It's like, yo, I get to be a part of something you're creating. Like, so that's like legacy consciousness. Is thinking like, man, this is something that's going to live on. And now I get to, even though it's a minuscule role, I'm a part of his story as his brand grows. But then seriously, like after your one-on-one especially, I was like, yo, I'd like to just get to know the guy. So just to chop it up with you.
Yeah.
Like, the way you hold a conversation, because you have so many things that you're interested in.
Yes.
Man, I know, like, if we didn't have nothing to do, we could just, and then they got food here. We could just
they got
vibe
food.
out
Exactly.
for like hours,
There's a bunch of a vibe.
Yeah.
Every time I see you, I'm like, this guy is really into fitness. He is very healthy. He is very. That's what I look forward to as I get older. I'm like, yeah, I want to be like, you know.
Hey, hold on, chill on the old stuff, though, man. No, it's cool. I'm 45. How old are you?
41.
Okay, man.
See,
Hey, we would have been at the same high school.
Yeah, but you know,
I would have been a senior.
You would have been on the football team, and I would have been the one to be like, "Go ahead, Fred. Go ahead, Fred." Yeah, just because that is the part that I played when it came to high school.
Yeah,
I was a cheerleader in high school. So,
okay.
But I was the only cheerleader. So the difference of the things that I had to deal with when I was younger, meaning that, oh, you gonna get made fun of because people gonna think that you gay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, who cares?
Yeah.
But then also in the fact that I'm like, I'm out here touching butt. What are y'all doing? and then me
that's
being
a positive reframe, huh?
Exactly. And so bringing it to people like that, being able to hold my own, people like, hey man, all right, little man, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know, you cool. You the only one though. Hold it down on the team. You're like, oh, I'm accepted. You know, it took a very long time.
Yeah.
It took a very long time to get accepted. It wasn't accepted immediately.
Yeah.
So no, I understand. Like,
but you know what? I think the root of that is you fully accepted yourself first.
Yes.
And then the right people going to accept you. People have no choice, man. But too often people betray themselves for somebody else's validation. And then once you lose their validation, like I live here. Yeah. So if I abandon this, I have no place to go. Yeah. I could never. Yeah. It costs me too much to be me. You know what I mean? Like to really be comfortable being me. Nobody's validation is worth it. But of course, I'm saying that as a man. In high school, you don't have that type of...
those learning lessons. Those learning lessons. And then, I mean, shit, poetry now is like high school. It's kind of like it's a beefed up college for me now, basically, because there's still the cliques. There's still people that... And as soon as things start to like, ooh, the wheels are moving. Yeah. Some shit happens. There's a cog in the machine. Things start to disrupt, and it's like, oh.
So I have a hypothesis about that. Let me preface this by saying I don't really have any allegiances. Like I'm a free agent. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I have individuals that I've gravitated towards because of like we just have the chemistry. Right. But it's not like I mess with this person so I can't mess. I'm too, no. Like imagine me going home telling my wife like, well, I can't go there because so and so. At my big age, man.
You're a grown man. What you mean?
My kid's gonna be looking at me like,
oh, wait,
you got poetry beef? That's a thing? You know what I mean? So now, of course, I have the luxury of saying that being the new guy here, so it's easier for me to traffic in these different spaces. Yeah. To be fair, I guess if you stay anywhere long enough, people gonna people. And if you don't have proper conflict resolution, people instigating, it's gonna become a thing. But I know there's a lot of talk about people wanting community. And they're throwing that word around, and I don't know that we're having the same conversation though, because it's easy to romanticize about something you don't have, and I just wonder like how many people that are saying this have even not forget about participated in healthy community, have even witnessed it, because everybody got some measure of dysfunction in their family or in their home. You know what I mean? So it's in your home. And then, being down in the Bible Belt, the South, church is a big thing here, but not to disparage churches as a whole, but there's enough of a problem for it to be talked about. Toxic churches, church hurt and all that stuff. So another form of community. Most people don't like their jobs. It's just a mean to an end. So another form of toxic community. So we are aspiring to something, and we haven't even seen it. And then, here's another thing. Every poetry house has their own code of conduct. If I go to We Go Live, they got a certain way they operate. Yes. That's their culture. Right. Go to Poetry Lounge, it's a certain way they operate. Right. Juan, Poetry or Die, which I haven't made my way around to, but that was one of the places on my radar since I moved here. I was like, let me see what they got going on.
Soul Poetry.
Yeah. So everybody has their own culture.
Everybody. Yeah.
So it just seems like common sense. Like if I'm gonna come to your house, I gotta abide by your culture.
Right.
And hopefully the culture is robust enough to where I know what the rules are, what the expectations are. But that's on a macro level. On a micro level, individuals they're not clear on what their own personal code is.
Right.
Like, I'm not crashing out over certain things. Mm-hmm. Now, there's certain things I will die about it. And I'm not the tough guy like that, but I also know, like, I can't live with the regret of not reprimanding somebody for certain violations. Like my family is off limits because y'all don't even know my family. Right. So if y'all come from my family,
it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, like, man, you know what I'm saying? But like somebody just talking about me, like, okay, a conversation would have been the mature thing, but if you can't even have a conversation, I'm not even worried about you.
Especially being older now, I'm like, there's certain things that I am not dealing with now. There's certain things that I'm not even going to tolerate anymore. It's like, and especially if this is the way you want to go about it, you know what? I could just disappear. I don't need to be in your face at all. Like, I can go around here because I know other people is going to really ride for me.
And here's the thing. I ain't for everybody. And meaning I'm not rooting for everybody, but I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and I get that. There's certain places that I go around, I'm like, I'm not going to fit in here.
Yeah.
And I feel that energy. And I like that I'm the person that can feel this type of energy now because I'm like, now I pay attention to it more. Like, I've always felt that clairvoyance. I'm like, this don't feel right in here. It feels like I should leave, but never really trust that judgment. Now I'm like, oh, nigga, I know what this is.
Hey, because you don't listen to that voice enough and you get burned, you be like, never again.
Yeah.
Hey, but let me finish this thought real quick.
Yeah.
So we talked about the macro level, like the poetry house has its own culture, but individuals should have their own code.
Yeah.
And I think too many people are not principled. Like, it's trendy to do certain things, so they do it because it's the trend. But that trend may also it just may not be your thing. Like, everything ain't my thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you gonna just do everything, we can't rock together. Like, we should expect chaos because you have no principles to ground yourself in.
Yeah.
Like, one of my principles is if I got a beef with somebody, I need to go talk to that person, especially if I hope to reconcile. Now, if it's somebody like, they don't mean nothing to me anyway, they're not really a main character in my situation. They just make a noise, eventually it will die out. But if it's like, dang, Cal, that's my man, like, hold on, let me just see if there's something there, because I've lost time with people that I love, like, because my interpretation was like they should have known better. And it was just a matter of a conversation, bro. Like, we had a conversation like a year after all this pent up energy, and it was like, dang, it was over that.
Right.
And I was just like, man, so many memories, so many milestones we were supposed to be a part of and experience together, but we just didn't have the wherewithal to have the conversation. So I'm all for having a conversation, man. One-to-one. Let's lower the egos.
That's what it is. Fuck egos.
The egos, bro.
Egos. Wait.
The egos.
I'm like, yo.
And then you got dysfunction. You got because poets, we sharing our dysfunction. We airing it out. Yeah. And then you give me a mic.
Right.
All my unhealed areas coming out,
and
bro.
me as a comic, I'm like, I know a lot about you, right?
You know what I'm saying?
I was just like,
let's not do that.
We could definitely tap into something if you want us to get rude, but I don't like. This don't make no sense.
I'd
like,
rather be a
community
gentleman.
should be
Yeah.
I'm a loving person until the loving is all gone.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't like to tap into that at all. But being out here and seeing that how things are growing and how it's like a heartbeat, like how the palpitations is the good, but when it retracts, that's when things kind of set back a little bit. But then they come forward again, and things they start to bloom. And it's like I see it happening. I'm just waiting for the heart to grow just a little more, for things to really stick, and people to actually really come the fuck together. It's like, golly.
So what would you envision if you had your way, if you were the elder statesman called upon to craft a vision for the poetry community, as if it's one monolith, what would be, like, 5 governing principles to establish the culture, like non-negotiables, like this is how we have to get down? Of course, you could have your own flavor of this and that, but these, we got to agree on these. What would you?
Well, togetherness would be one, no infighting, basically.
What does togetherness look like, and at what point does it become infighting? Because at what level of disagreement is it an infighting?
Disagreements in general, not being able to come to a middle, not being able to see the common ground between things.
Okay.
You know, that I think faith is a big thing when it comes to building something like that as a principle.
Now, faith in the generic sense or in a religious sense, because you touched on this a little bit during your one-on-one, and I'll if you want to go there, I'm willing.
Not in more of a have you interpret faith as, because everybody interprets. Everybody has a different look when it comes to like religion and spirituality and all that. And I'm more on the side of like, yeah, religion is one thing. I've grew up in the world of religion to where it's just like, oh, we're this now, we're that now. And I'm like, I'm confused. I don't want to do this. I know in my spirit, I feel this way about certain things. I know that there's a higher power, and this is how I'm going to look at it. Okay. So to be able to, whenever it comes to faith, whatever faith you're coming with, you know, as long as it doesn't combat with all of the others, you know, then we're all good.
Your faith, unity, tradition, practice can't infringe upon my autonomy.
Right, because everybody has their own perspective of life, and everybody has their own way of going about it. But as long as we all can come together as one, then that's unity is what I would put in there. Unity,
I got something on that. Don't let me derail you too much. But while we're talking about it, a conversation that's going on with my kids, man, because we talk a lot of philosophy in my house, and we talk about theological things, especially my son. Like he will nerd out with me, and he will just go there, man. And the unfortunate thing about that is he's thinking a lot higher than some of his peers at school. Like the peers at school are just regurgitating borrowed arguments from their parents. Yeah. Who aren't doing in-depth study of anything beyond just a Sunday morning, maybe Wednesday. They're not, and you know, in that they're not getting anything substantive. Well, I don't want to be. Hold on. Let me rephrase it. It's not like they're getting like scholarly things in a 30-minute setting on a midweek or Sunday morning program, because you know so much going on Sunday. Like, it's a lot of ceremony. It's a lot of, and while you can have substance and ceremony, I'm just saying it's a big show for the most part, and they're trying to appeal to such a broad base. You're not gonna get that scholarship. Usually. And so these kids who are zealous and they're just regurgitating what their parents are saying are really coming after my kids sometimes. And I tell my kids, like, look, forget what they're saying. The bottom line is they ain't even know one Christianity. There's Christianities. And there's 40,000 denominations. It's no way they got their brains ain't even fully developed. One. And by what authority are they condemning you for like your variant of belief or how divergent it is? Like,
they're really ingrained into it. Like, it is like I see it now, and it's forced upon children now because that's all they see, and it's making people pick a side, and that's when I'm like, oh no, no, this is the wrong way to go about it.
It's the wrong way
to pick a side. Just be good. Just love life.
Look, if I pick a side because I was under duress, how meaningful is that anyway? It's not for real. It's pressure. And if I make a decision under pressure, 9 times out of 10, I got to remain under pressure to abide by that. Because once things are cool, I'm going to forget about you. My whole motive was to get up from under this pressure, though. Yeah. That's not real. Just like I don't want nobody to like love me out of pressure. I want them to, in their right mind, sober-mindedness, full stomach, still choose me. You know what I'm saying? That way I ain't got to starve you out for you to keep choosing me. You know?
I've had that. That's some shit to say right there. It's like full-heartedly love me. And he's like, oh, I've had to where it's like, no, this ain't your full heart at all. You're faking the phone. You're putting a mask on every time you say this. And so living, I see it, and I see where it's going nowadays, and that's another thing that I just want to change. And so to put on principles.
So far you said, okay, so you said unity, faith,
passion would be another one. Passion and drive to be,
how would you distinguish the two?
Passion is being passionate, like who cares who cares who thinks about what you're doing? You know, you got Rubik's Cube on TV now because somebody was passionate about being a Rubik's Cube person. And now you got cups on TV. Pickleball is a sport
That's
on TV
crazy.
now because of passion. Because somebody was like, no,
Yeah.
I like this. I don't care if you think it's weird. I'm going to continue to do this. Now
Yeah.
it's a multi-billion-dollar fucking organization to do. Fucking, you know, that CrossFit
Yeah.
passion right
Yeah.
there. I was
Yeah.
like, y'all are blowing y'all shoulders out. But whatever.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
at it. You
Yeah.
know, passion.
Yeah.
And the drive to be consistent. Consistency would be my fifth principle.
Yeah.
Consistency. If you're going to be passionate about something, if you're going to drive your dream, be consistent with it. Because if this is something that you love, it's only going to build from there. It's just like it's like a Zord, you know, like a Power Ranger. You're going to learn stuff from here, and you're going to get stuff from here, and then you're probably going to get an arm and another hand over here.
Yeah.
Once you put all that together, now you got a big machine.
Ah, man, there's so much to be said about that. Like, consistency is a superpower because this is not my original statement. Somebody said it. You get more on your way than you do when you start. If you're not consistent long enough, you'll never get the clarity. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people are not really motivated because they're not clear on what a thing could be in its full form.
Yes.
They got enough motivation and enough curiosity to start, but they just walk away before the thing even germinates and begins to like break ground. You
Yeah.
know? But if they just hung in there long enough, like somebody else would come to help them. They would get a win that would refresh them or give them a second win. Hold on, we in trouble right now?
What's happening, son?
Can't do that.
Yeah?
No filming, none of that.
Is that what is happening now?
Flash.
And
all that.
no flash? There ain't no flash neither.
Huh?
I said there's no flash on it, but
Filming,
yeah,
filming allowed.
no filming allowed. Oh, okay. All right. Is there a
You have to
handbook
call-
somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, there's.
But you have to book email. You got to
No, I haven't done any of that. I've been doing this here for about 6 years now, but all right.
I don't know who let you, but
Nobody let me. I didn't ask nobody. I just been doing
oh
it.
yeah, well they probably didn't see you.
Yeah, I've been. I always. All right, I got you.
But yeah, that can't do it.
All right,
Okay,
we'll
we're about to wrap it up.
Yeah.
What about on the roof? I gotta get not on the roof neither. Nowhere in the building. Oh,
Is the
okay.
roof considered in the building?
Probably. I don't know. It's on the top of the what you call it. This is the first time this is happening.
Yeah, you
And
said
I've been
6
doing
years.
it- Yeah, I've been doing this
Yeah.
here for quite some time since
I mean, I
I've been
knew
out
about
here.
you at least a year doing this. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's the first time
Hey,
somebody's
man.
ever. And they've always.
And you know what I don't like about it? You know, you might need to edit this out, but why I gotta be a brother? Come on.
Yeah,
man. Come
I know.
on, bro.
And it's always
Ain't
brothers
hurt
that's in here.
nobody. We in
No.
the cut.
And it's the first time this has ever happened. Like I've been doing this here.
Yeah.
And they're always walking around. Ain't nobody ever said anything. And I don't really see anybody else that comes and get told anything whenever they take pictures or whatnot. But
I'm on your time, man. You know, if you
Yeah.
say we gotta wrap it up, cool. If,
I mean,
not,
you know,
we come until you come back again. You know.
yeah, I like that. I like that. But it's been a great conversation.
Yeah.
Before I do get out of here, I do like to play a game with everybody that I have
Yeah.
on for the first time, just to break up the monotony of things.
All right, let's go.
And so it's a game of choices, basically.
All right.
You got
Ooh.
4 options and 4 choices. All right, and it's just something silly.
Just
so-
short answer, no explanation. Just give you my.
Oh no, you'll see what it is.
Okay,
All
okay.
right, so you got 4 options and 4 choices. Your options are: you got to be one, you got to raise one, you got to sell one, you got to have relations with the other one. All right, that's your options, and your choices are a mermaid, a mogwai, a Mexican, and a manatee. Be one, raise one, sell one, relations with the other one.
You said a Mexican.
A manatee and a mermaid and a mogwai.
A manatee is what again?
A manatee is the sea cows that in Florida they're kind of endangered.
Oh.
Look like a
Okay.
overblown porpoise.
Okay, Mexican manatee.
And a mogwai. Mogwai Gizmo from Gremlins. You remember?
Oh, God. Okay, all of them have to be accounted for, right? So I got to say something for each one of them. You're saying,
yeah,
right?
you be
Okay.
one of them, raise one of them, sell one of them, and in relations with the other one.
All right, I will sell the joint from Florida that you mentioned.
The manatee. Okay.
Yeah, simply because scarcity creates demand, and if it's that rare, I probably get a nice bag for it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, boom. That's
all
good
right,
thinking.
Sell that one. B. I mean, I like being black, but out of the choices, I would be a Mexican, man. You know, I might have some Mexican in me, man. I always tell people, I've never met a taco I didn't like. A taco, people want, like my wife, you know, she'll ask me what you want for Father's Day, what you want to do, like where you want to go eat.
Yeah.
I'm chill, man. Hey, just make some fire tacos.
Yeah.
I'm talking. Now we didn't do this, but I was game for every anniversary, for honeymoon. Like, you know, I'm a simple man. Make them right, but make some tacos.
Yeah,
I'm good. You know, I got some Mexican partners. You know, love them dearly. You know, so you know, and, you know, growing up in LA, black and brown, there's an affinity there. So you know, and okay, so be one, sell one, raise one,
relationship with the other one.
Oh! I gotta rearrange. Oh, I'd have a relationship with a Mexican then.
Okay.
Because what else am I relate? Like, I'd have a relationship with a Mexican.
Okay. You gonna be a mermaid? A merman? It doesn't matter. Jason Momoa's a mermaid. If you're thinking about mermaids.
Jason I don't want to be a gremlin. I don't want to be a gremlin. I mean, but I could. I mean, there could be a niche there though. I mean, what could I do as a gremlin? Oh man, I mean,
you can do a lot of things as a gremlin.
Yeah. I'd raise a gremlin, and I'd be a merman. I used to be on a swim team, man.
Yeah.
I used to get busy, bro. You know. Yeah. So,
I mean, you know, the lure of raising the magua is just, you know,
the magua. You
can make more, and you can sell those, and then boom, that's another profit margin right there.
There you go.
Being a merman, as long as you don't get it wet, you know.
A merman, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't have prepared for this conversation at all, man.
I know. Everybody got their own fingerprint when it comes to it. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It all has its own little twist and everything. I never knew it would do that. But once I just like alliteration, and I was like, well, this is fun.
That's what's up. Hey, man, I don't want it to end, but I don't want you to get in trouble. So,
I don't know how much trouble I will get in. It's like, what would they do?
Yeah.
Like, I've been in here before when it was like, hey, we're closing. And then I'm like, oh, okay, we got to wrap up because they're closing. But they ain't never said, no, you can't record in here.
Yeah. So, like, I just felt like, man, we were just getting started. But
I definitely want to talk to you about fitness as well.
Let's talk a little bit about it, man.
So, what is your regimen?
I work out 6 days a week. And I meal prep on Sundays.
Oh, meal prep.
Yeah. And meal prep for me looks like I buy up a bag of sweet potatoes. I throw that in the conventional oven, have that going. I buy up 99% lean ground turkey, two trays, and I'm cooking that up for the week. And usually, sometimes I just season it with like Lawry's taco seasoning.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll make taco bowls throughout the week. Or my wife got this recipe she gave me, and I just cut up a lot of produce like bell peppers, onions, garlic, stuff like that, paprika, little regular basic stuff, garlic, onion, just season the meat. And then I portion it, and I throw it in the freezer, and each night before I take it out to thaw so it'll be ready for the day. So that's one protein source, because I'm big on protein. I take about 230 grams of protein a day. And then
numbers.
I'll buy rotisserie, HEB shredded rotisserie chicken, because I used to like do a whole bunch, and I'm like, the more I can streamline things, the more sustainable it will be. Sustainable. So I buy a couple of trays of that, season that the way I want it, but it's already cooked, really. Mm-hmm. And I portion that up, put that away. So every day I already got my 2 main protein sources. Yeah. And I'll throw it with cauliflower rice, basmati rice, jasmine rice, or something like that. So it'll be a bowl. Salsa, guacamole for good fats or something like that. That'd be one meal. I might make a wrap out of something or just pair it with some like frozen broccoli. Yeah. And the cool thing that helps me is I can eat the same thing for months. I wore my family out, bro. Like, they're like, we don't need another chicken.
That is good. That's good.
And then I probably do 2 or 3 scoops of protein shakes a day, Greek yogurt, or like staples for me, oatmeal post-workout. So I pretty much eat the same thing like 4 or 5 times out a week. On the weekend, I might splurge. A splurge for me is like going to Salada. Big salad.
I like me some salada.
Yeah, bro. Crazy. I'm spending $25 for a salad, but I do it.
It's a good salad,
It's a good salad. Now,
give me salada on the way home.
Man. I mean, I'm going to see what they're hitting for here, but I might. But also, once a month, I'll have a large stuffed crust pizza in one setting.
Yo.
I got a little carried away. Yeah. I was having about every week. Right here. I done blew my. I'm supposed to be prepping for the summer body.
That's right. I stopped. My QT has these pizzas that really do it for me, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this every day.
It's a problem. I had to tell my kids, yo, next time you see me eating, I'll give you $1 a slice every time you catch me. That and croissants. I go to HEB, get a tray of croissants. They may not make it home sometimes, bro. I said I keep playing like I wasn't pre-diabetic one time. I gotta. So I got on top of it. I'm tightening up. But that's pretty much it. And like, yeah, I work out. I love lifting, bro. Like, I've lifted weights since I was 12 years old consistently. Because I used to be, bro. I was a thin. I had the build of Snoop Dogg.
Whoa.
So imagine me 6'1", I don't know, 120 or something.
Yeah.
Something I had to give, bro. And my cousin, we used to go to their house after church in Inglewood. My older cousin, he was an adult. I was an adolescent. He gave me my first set of weights, like just some throwaway weights he had at the house. But man, over the summer, I got busy with those, and then people took notice when I went to school. I said, "Oh yeah, I done struck something."
Yeah.
But then, I played all the sports coming up: basketball, football, baseball, track, swim team, all that. Wasn't exceptional in those things, but I was exceptional in baseball and swim team.
Yeah.
But now I don't. It's crazy. I don't play. The most athletic I get is lifting weights, going in the gym.
I don't. All right. So basically, the only workout I get is from me working all day because I do construction.
You
so
probably exhausted.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Working out in the sun and shit.
Yeah,
dumb
bro.
shit. But
That's a different type of labor,
do,
man.
like when we was at the bookstore last
Trying to Trey, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I was skateboarding. Like so I realized that
That's cardio like a mug.
Oh
man.
I thought that I would be in shape for a long run, and I realized that I was unprepared for the run. I was
my
like,
gosh.
oh shit!
Yeah.
Like I'm skating, I'm on wheels. My wheels are nice and greased and shit. But I get to a certain point where I was like, oh, I need to sit down for a minute.
Bro.
Probably should have brought a water out here. This
Yeah.
was not the thing to do. So I was like, it's gonna take me a minute to get back home. But I'm like, oh, it felt good once I made it home. 'Cause I don't do any other workouts besides what I do at work. And I do want to get back into it. Like I said, I wanted to take up boxing, and I wanted to go to the main event just to go ahead and go ahead and see who's there. Yeah, I know who's there, but
So I my son has taken an interest to boxing, and I don't ever want to project anything on him. So I'm seeing where he goes, and I want to cultivate where he's serious. Because I threw money at stuff like that before, and I watched my $300 just dance. Put them both in karate. Probably too soon. He's like 4 years old. I'm like, I just see $300 moving.
it's a fun discipline.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to do that. And I never really took it up, and now I don't have the discretionary time, but I would put the money in there for them. In the meantime, I just make sure I get my practice in at the gun range. Something got to get. You know what I'm saying? But,
I'm more of I would like to be real hand to hand. Just for the fact that I've always been, since I was little, we've always been fighting.
Yeah.
So like I would like more of a discipline behind the hands. 'Cause I did Taekwondo when I was little.
Okay.
So now it's just like, boxing would be nice just to be able to slip and move because I'm not a person that's always gonna have any type of weapon on them.
Sure.
Just because my background is like fellas can only have certain type of weapons.
Here comes
It's
your
like,
man.
oh okay, and there's another guy coming. You about to come tell us too? You about to come tell us to stop? Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
like,
we wrapping up right now.
Who I call? Who I need to call to be like, where and how much is it? Let me know that. I know. I get
We got to
it.
leave the property. Now
gotta leave the
it's
property.
not just stop recording. We got to leave the property.
Yeah, we gotta leave. Yeah, that's as much trouble that we can get in. We was wondering how much trouble we can get in if you kept going.
But I know you can go online and
Ask for a permit or something?
There it is. Cool. All right. So just
All
the
right,
post.com and then.
post.com.
All right.
He said you guys got to leave the property. I don't want to be calling the police.
No, man, you good, man. Appreciate
We got 2
that.
minutes to shut it down.
Yeah, I gotta pick everything up and all that.
Crazy, man.
Well, that's I guess that's the era of the post. I gotta find a new spot unless I start paying for this shit.
Yeah.
But this has been great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, thank you, Fred.
Yeah, man. Oh man, we got to do a part 2 so we
Definitely
can
got to do a
get
part
into
2.
it, man.
No, we're definitely gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Because these are things, these situations where I'm like, oh no, people need to come back and he need to have a rematch on this situation because this is good. It was just about to get into it, and I'm like, this whole little boxing talk, I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
I had some stuff I want to share about that, but we'll talk about
But
that.
let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Yeah, man. Tap in with me on Instagram. IG is I am Fred B. You'll see, like he said, open up. a lot about my family, fitness, and fine arts, the poetry. I got a show coming up August 28th, or the last Friday of August. We go live. We got dedication. We're gonna be doing something for the father. So tap in with us. Love to see you there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this has been Tell Me a Joke, the guy out of Chasing the Dream. We have been kicking it out of the establishment right now. We got to leave the establishment completely. So until next time, man, keep dreaming, jokers.
Yeah. Also, BookFredB at
Hello.
bookfredb.com is also the website. You can follow me there as well.
There it
All
is.
right.